Greetings, HOBOTECHers, and welcome to the Snake River Valley here south of Boise, Idaho. It is a windy day. It's a windy week. I'm doing the best I can to cut the wind noise out, so hopefully I'll be able to do these unboxings. I got two new items today in the mail. One is a Sportsman's generator, which I got for 169 bucks at Home Depot, and I'll explain to you why I got a new generator. The second one was an unexpected expense, Frigidaire 5000 BTU, total bare bones air conditioner. So why do I need a new air conditioner? Well, unfortunately, when I went to test mine for this season, I turned it on, compressor kicked on, no cold air. I mean, it was like, you can tell it was lowering the temperature like by maybe 1 or 2 degrees, but it wasn't working. So I found this, I think it was $125 or $130 on Amazon. I had it shipped 2 days. And it's the bare bones model, has no electronics, it's all manual controls, and there's a reason behind that I'll get to here in a moment. Now the Sportsman's generator, I'm going to unbox both of these, by the way. The Sportsman's generator, I got this basically to save money. As you guys know, I have a built-in 2800 watt Onan generator that I've been using for the past year. I have about 550 hours on it at this point. And this is usually when these big generators really start requiring some maintenance. It's already a serious pain in the butt to do the oil changes. I just did the oil change on this. The plug was really tight. I finally got it off. The oil drained into the funnel overflowed. Oil went everywhere. Then I went to start the generator. The muffler fell off, so I had to put that back on. Fortunately, it was just a loose clamp. So one of the big issues I'm having is, I got to do these oil changes with this 15W40 oil. It takes these $20 air filters, and it's really loud and noisy. It's smelly. If the wind's blowing the wrong direction, the smell comes right into the van. I can't run it at night. I can't run it overnight if I need to run the air conditioner. Say I'm camping in a place where it's over 70 degrees at night and I can't sleep. Well, I'm going to need to run the air conditioner, and the only way I can do that is with an external generator, because they tell you can't sleep with this generator running because it could kill you. So my solution is simple. I bought this Sportsman's generator. I was originally going to get a more expensive model, but I decided just for financial reasons, why am I going to spend all this money on a generator? Why don't I get something cheap that I'm pretty sure will do the job? So I got this Sportsman's generator from Home Depot. I actually did not order that from Amazon. The special price of 169 bucks is available only at Home Depot off their website. So I figured that's going to pay for itself in about 3 months because of the amount of gas that it burns compared to my big generator. And that comes me down to the next reason why I got this little generator, is it burns 1/10 of a gallon per hour, where my big generator burns 1/3 of a gallon per hour. So to run that will cost about $1, where my big generator is going to cost over $3. So you guys are probably wondering, okay, so where am I going to keep the gas can? Well, I already have that figured out. Let me show you. I ended up getting the Easy Can, 2.5 gallon Easy Can from Home Depot, same place I picked up the generator from. And it fits perfectly between, I don't know if you guys can see that, it fits perfectly between the 2 posts that I use to hold the chairs, and I just have it bungeed in there. So it's not going anywhere. And it'd be kind of hard to steal because you have to move the chairs to get to the gas can. So this generator is going to pay for itself within the first 3 months just in gas savings alone. And I won't have to do expensive maintenance on my Onan. Now, of course, I'm still going to use the Onan generator. This is only 1,000 watts. It's actually 800 watts with a peak of 1,000 watts. It's going to be just enough to run my air conditioner, which is what I mainly bought it for. But I can also use a Sportsman's generator to charge my batteries, because my battery charger is only 55 amps. And once you do all the conversion, it's basically 800 watts. It only puts 600 into the batteries, but the charger has a 20% inefficiency, so it's more like 800 watts. So this generator should be able to charge my batteries. Now, obviously, there's lots of sun here. I got my solar. I haven't had to run the generator for days because between driving and the amount of sun I've been getting, I haven't needed to run it. But There's days where it's going to be cloudy. There's days where I'm going to camp in the national forest with tall trees, and I'm not going to be able to get a lot of solar. So that's where this little generator comes in handy. I can also run this generator overnight. You know, there's one problem with that is that it has a really small gas tank in it. I'm going to have to modify to hold more gas. I'm going to do a hack that's going to allow me to siphon gas from my gas can into the generator, but that's for another day. I will unbox the Sportsman's generator and put oil and gas in it today, and we'll get that started up and plugged in, and we'll see how it works. This is a 40cc 4-stroke. This is one of the smallest 4-stroke generators I could find. I wanted the smallest thing I could find that would run my air conditioner, because the smaller means more fuel efficient. The downside to this is it only has a half-gallon tank, so you're only going to be able to run at like 6 hours. This says 6.3 hours at 50% load. Now, I don't know how accurate that is. We'll have to find out. 6 hours really isn't long enough to run it overnight for me. I mean, because most people sleep 8 hours. But I'm going to have to guess that by the middle of the night, it probably will have cooled down enough you don't need to run the air conditioner anymore. Then this only has one 110 outlet and one 12-volt outlet. So you can hook it up to a battery directly to charge it if you need to. But I'm going to be using the single plug to plug into with an adapter to plug into the road truck. The road truck takes 30 amp power. This only puts out 15 amp power. So I do have an adapter for that. So this is 800 running watts, 1,000 surge watts, which is good because this air conditioner that I bought actually has a soft start mechanism, and I'll explain that when I get to the air conditioner. Now this does have a economy mode where if you push the button, it will run down the RPMs so that it's not as loud. It says here 56 decibels at 0 load. Now I don't know what the decibels are at different loads, but I did hear this running on YouTube, and when it's at maximum, it does get a little bit louder. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy. This does have a 1-year warranty, which, you know, that's not bad for a generator that costs $160 bucks, $170. I'm also told, or actually saw a couple YouTube videos, that this sometimes goes on sale for $150. That's a killer deal. I mean, $170 is already a killer deal. You know, they gave you the tools to work on it. That's kind of cool. That's a really good size. That's perfect. That's another reason why I wanted to get this specific generator, is because it's so small. Like, I can put this in my cargo basket, no problem. I'm just gonna have to throw a couple things in there away or move them to fit this. This is tiny. This thing is like, it's like a little briefcase. That's awesome. It's like, this reminds me of like my laptop I had in the 80s, right? It's probably about this heavy. Okay, so this takes 10 ounces of oil. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in 8 ounces of regular oil and 2 ounces of Marvel Mystery Oil, because I really like that stuff, especially for a break-in period. It's kind of like a synthetic oil, so it should kind of help keep it lubed up a little better than just regular oil. Oh, okay. I was like, what's this for? This is so you can plug this in. Plug this in like this, and you got a way to charge a 12-volt battery. That is awesome. Step 1. Remove generator from package. I think that's kind of obvious. Okay, so it says put in 10W30 oil, 10 ounces. It does have an oil low shutoff and it will not start. Add fuel. Now this is interesting. I thought these generators took 91 octane, so I actually got 91 octane gas, but this says an octane rating of 87 or higher. Now I'm going to keep putting 91 in this for one specific reason. I'm going to be using this at altitude, and this is going to put out less power at altitude. So I want to make sure I'm going to keep putting 91 octane in it. Turn switch to on, vent the fuel cap, adjust the choke, pump the primer until gas shows up. Once it's started, put the choke to run, let it run for 5 minutes, then connect your appliances. Oh, it's got a fuel petcock down here too, which needs to be opened. This can be sold in California. It is carb compliant, which is really rare to find a generator at this price range that's carb compliant. You guys are gonna laugh, but this was oil that I found in the van when I bought it. I just kept it. It's regular 10W30, so I don't put it in the engine. I don't use 10W30 for anything. What goes in the van is a synthetic blend, and what goes in the generator is 15W40. So I just had this laying around. It's new. I did crack it open, and I used a couple of drops to lubricate something one time. But just because this is several years old, it's never been used, and it's clean, so we're going to go ahead and use this. And it's got a handy thing on the side to let me know how many ounces of oil. Now, it did say 10 ounces of oil. I'm going to go ahead and put 5 ounces of Marvel Mystery Oil in it. That'll take me up to the 28 ounce mark. And I'm going to use this bottle specifically for the oil in this, and that should get me 2 oil changes. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about the wind. The wind is what it's going to be. It's going to be like this all week. So I was just going to wait for the wind to stop, but when I found out it was going to be all week, I said, why bother? Oh! Now we just put the oil in until it comes up to the lip. That's going to be its 10 ounces. So that's how that works. It says you just put it in until it's pretty much overflowing. All right, so there we go. It's full of 10W30 plus Marvel Mystery Oil. I've actually found that Marvel Mystery Oil will make your engine run quieter. It makes my generator and my van engine run quieter. I know it makes it run quieter. I don't know if it makes it run better, and I have just enough in here to do my next oil change. So that's what I'll save this for. Because you're supposed to do oil change, I think, after 20 hours, which isn't very long at all. We just fill this baby up. So we'll just go ahead and put the ½ gallon of gas in, and there it goes, it's topped off. So turn on the fuel petcock, choke is on, press the primer button. Okay, we're primed, and it should just start right up. All right, here's the moment of truth. Now place your bets, choke is on, it's full of fuel. Place your bets how many pulls it's gonna take to start for the first time. I think 3. So place your bets, and here we go. 2. Wow, that's quiet. Holy crow, that's quiet. I did not expect it to be that quiet. That's with economy off. That's still really quiet. So let's try it under load. I have this plugged into the van, so when I plug this in, it should actually start charging the battery. Let's let this warm up. I need to turn the choke off. There we go. Let's let this warm up for a couple of minutes, and then we'll plug it in. All right, it's nice and warmed up. Let's go ahead and plug it in. It's now charging my van batteries. Let's turn it off eco. So it does get louder when it's on, when eco is off. That's the beauty. This thing will sit, feel, and charge my batteries for me. Still can't believe how quiet it is.
Odin commands you to like and subscribe, and clean my litter box.
Hey, thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe, share, and like. And we'll see you guys next time. Say hi, Odin.